Are you in lack, stuck in limited thinking, anxiety, or you just feel stuck in general, just don't know what to do? Well, today we're gonna talk about one word.
What I know is that if you just start with your breath and start being grateful for that, the one thing that you are grateful for increases the energy of gratitude.
Having an appreciation for what's around you and what you already have, you'll learn to be creative.
Like I feel the difference in my day and how my day goes.
Yeah.
Also being able to track those things to you.
We're gonna talk about one word that can help you on your journey of success and wealth. That one word is gratitude.
Yeah.
Talk about the power of gratitude, man. I wanna play a clip real quick from somebody who's credible. Not saying that we're not credible, but this person is really credible. And here it goes.
When you think you don't have anything, I always say go back to your breath. And what I know is that if you just start with your breath and start being grateful for that, it's thinking about what you have versus what you don't have and focusing on the one thing that you are grateful for increases the energy of gratitude and rises just a little bit the joy inside yourself, just a little bit. If you can just get to one good feeling helps build on another good feeling and another good feeling. Just the idea of saying, I'm grateful for my breath. I am grateful that I was able to get up and walk on both legs this morning and really feel that. I am grateful that I'm able to use my hands. I think about Monica George every time I go to reach for something. Monica George, who was the mother who was on our show, who'd gone into the hospital to have her second child and contracted a disease and had to have both her arms and both her legs cut off. She said, get me out of here so I can get home and take care of my babies. We salute you for the light that you bring. Starting with what you have and what you can do versus what you can't, focusing on the $3 in your wallet will bring you $5 sooner than focusing on the $50 you don't have. So if you allow yourself to get to the space of a good feeling, I don't care what that good feeling is, a good feeling increases more good feeling. In the same way that being in a bad situation and focusing on the bad situation continues to make you feel worse. First thing I do when I get up in the morning is read some kind of spiritual material. I read some kind of spiritual enlightenment. So I start my day with something that is going to put me in a positive frame of mind so that I begin attracting to me positive energy. So what this means that you've watched this right now, it means you've opened up just a little channel of energy to allow some joy to rise in yourself.
Boom! Boom! We are Be More to Do More, where we help you become the person you need to become to do things. You call it Do Your Boy Tone in the building. And
Henry, Allen Harton.
all right, brother.
The third.
Don't forget the
3.
All right, man. So gratitude, man. How has gratitude changed your life? Or what has gratitude done for you?
A lot, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. Like, I never really, like growing up, never really learned about gratitude, really.
Right.
Or your parents tell you be thankful for what you got,
Right,
type thing.
right.
But not like a principle type of situation. And I think when I got into network marketing and I learned the phrase, I am so happy and grateful now that I whatever, right?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike can find that somewhere. Maybe.
Maybe in some kind of journal or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think that's when my world started to open up a little bit more.
Okay.
Because I was able to, kind of like the video said, right? Like I was able to focus on what I wanted versus what I necessarily had. And I was able to really be able to see every day, live in it every single day without, feeling like I didn't have it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, man, my situation is similar, but I didn't catch gratitude. You know, you hear about it. You can hear about it. You can even know what it is. You know, you can teach other people, but to live it is something different. And I learned this, I think when I mentioned the story before when Chrisanne was pregnant. You know, I was freelancing with videography and, you know, making money here and there. But she didn't have a easy pregnancy, so she had to go to the doctor. So I had to miss a lot of gigs, and I got into this like state of anxiety. And I was like, man, I need to do this. I ain't got this. And just one day, you know, the Lord just placed on my heart to, yo, be thankful for what you have. But I need to, no, be thankful for what you have. But I gotta be thankful for what you have. And just practice in this state of mind, just focusing on what I have, has brought me so far from that time. Like to now, I'm not even doing videography, freelancing. We're a whole production company now.
Right.
Studio. You know what I mean? So like, we're at your house, by the way. Usually at the studio, but you know, they be like, what studio? Nah, just, you know, just go to the previous episodes, you'll see. So like, it brought me so far within a year and a half, just practicing gratitude. Even this episode, man, like I had some things missing, but you know, just having a state of gratitude and just appreciating everything that God has placed in you, in your surroundings, so you can, you know, kind of put things together. So yeah, man.
I think another thing just kind of helps me. Like, I already know it's gonna work out.
Yeah, right.
Like I don't stress about like this or that because I just know it's gonna happen.
Right.
Like I just know that like I don't know how it's gonna happen. It don't really matter how it's gonna happen. To be honest with you, like it's not my job to know how it's gonna happen. Like, you know, that's up to God on how He, you know, but it is my job to speak it every day and like to just do the work to, you know, to get it at the end of the day, in my opinion. But
so what you're telling me is that gratitude takes some type of faith.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Like, because how would you like you talked about, right? Like, no, don't worry about that. Like don't, you know, like that takes faith to not worry about what you clearly see, right?
It
like
does.
It's in front of you. Like, well, how am I gonna do that? Well, don't worry about. Like, it just, yeah. It's all faith, right? I mean, in my opinion, right? I think it's
That's true.
Like, when you look at the spirit of gratitude, you have to have some type of hope that something
I like that. Yeah.
in the future is gonna happen.
It's gonna happen for you.
So
Right. So okay, let's get into what is gratitude. Let's talk about what is gratitude, because we hear, you know, the attitude of gratitude. You know, we hear all these terminologies concerning gratitude, but what is gratitude? One of the definitions I have for gratitude is, let me get my notes here. You know, we taking notes now. It's the state of being grateful, appreciative of benefits received, thankfulness. So it's the state of being grateful. So gratitude is actually a state of mind or a state of being. Like Oprah mentioned, like when you're in that state, you begin to see things much differently. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And a lot of people might think this conversation is fluff, you know, because, you know, it's not realistic to them because they've lived in a state of anxiety or lived in a state where they're not appreciative, that when it comes to gratitude, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
You know, but you see the world so much differently when you live in a state of mind, when you live in a state of gratitude. So I just wanted to give that definition of what gratitude is, but what gratitude is not. One of the definitions I have is unappreciative. Being unappreciative.
What does that look like, though? What does unappreciative look like?
I mean, it looks, and here's the thing. Sometimes it can be so subtle. Like, you know, in our everyday lives, we may not even notice it. Like, being unappreciative is, you know how people say be content? Is wanting things because you feel like you don't have it or don't have them. You know, that's what, you know, being unappreciative is. like one day I went to the store, and I just told you this, I went to the store and I was like, you know, I just got through washing the car. I came out and I didn't realize, you know, we waxed it. We saw some scratches on the car, and I was like, man, we need a new car, you know, because I saw a few scratches.
Yeah.
But we drove everywhere in this car, man. Tennessee, Florida, like it gotten us to numerous places, and it's still in good condition. I'm like, yo, why do you need another car? Like, just be appreciative for what you have. But it's those small, subtle things, you know, not saying that you shouldn't have wants,
Right.
but it's the small, subtle things that you really have to pay attention to in our thinking and in our everyday life, because what can happen is if we fall into a state of being unappreciative, then we fall into, not the state of unappreciative, but we fall into a state of lack. Because what you're saying is that I don't have, I want, so therefore I lack. So therefore you're not being appreciative for what you have. And if you think about lack and what lack is, if you think about poverty, that's all it is. It's a mindset of lack. I think Tony Robbins, he called it the scarcity mindset. You know, like if you hear these gurus or whatever, you know, he don't like to call himself a guru, but if you hear these people talk, some of the things are biblical principles, you know, because I got majority of my thinking on gratitude from Bible.
Right.
And he's talking about the mindset of scarcity, thinking that you don't have, but you don't have because you don't have.
Wait, what? No.
You don't have because you don't have. If I say I don't have this, I don't have it. You know, because I choose not to see the things that I do have, because I'm focused only what I don't have. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like how she was saying, like, you know, you wake up and you think about, you know, all these things you don't have, but what do? You have your breath.
Yeah.
You know? Okay.
Yeah. And what hit me, you know, and I didn't catch it till, you know, just now when she said, if you have $3 in your pocket, be appreciative for the $3 in your pocket, because you will get $5 sooner than you would if you focus on the $50 that you don't have. And just think about this, man. If we practice this every day, you know, think about how much would accumulate in our lives, not just financially, but, you know, in relationships. And I can do better with that, you know, in relationships, like with my wife, being appreciative, just being open and just seeing her, you know, versus looking at this, looking at what she don't have, what we don't got, what she ain't doing. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we can get into that too.
That's cute and all, right? That's cute. Let's play devil's advocate a little bit.
Let's go.
Right?
Let's go.
So, okay, what about, so, all right, so focus on the $3. Focus on the $3 will bring you close to the $5 versus, you know, the $50 that you don't have, right?
Right.
But what if you got a bill that you got to pay?
You got a bill that you...
And, you know, and you need those $50. Like, why would those $5 don't help you, you know? Like, why would I be grateful for the $3 I have to get $5 when my bill is $50 and something's gonna get cut off or whatever? Like, I'm just trying to help understand what.
That's a cute example.
You know? Okay. I like it.
Because I mean, if you're thinking about the value of gratitude, then you understand, okay, first of all, why are you behind $50? What got you there in the first place?
Dang.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we got to go there first. But then, you know, we just finding out what gratitude is. Okay, when is the $50 due? You know what I mean? But you have to be appreciative, like, to what you got. Sometimes we even look at our skill sets and we say, I don't have it, but God has given us abilities to create $50, you know? But sometimes we focus on, by comparison, looking at other people and what they got, what they can do. We miss out on the opportunities that God has given us because we don't look at these skill sets that He's given us to create income. You know what I mean? So there are some things, even if you look at business, right? Business is all about value.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you think about it, if people you're trading money for some type of value. So your services is worth this money because your services are valued at this particular price or whatever.
Right.
If I have a skill set and I appreciate my skill set, there's somebody out there who's going to value my skill set too, and who's willing to pay for my skill set, whatever it is, you know, digital content creation, fixing a door on a house. You know, it's some things out here that we are really capable of doing, but we put, you know, in the garbage can because we're looking at the next man. Hey, he's doing this, I can't do that, so therefore I can't make no money. Therefore I can't pay no bills.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we can go, man, gratitude is a rabbit hole, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I just really decided to practice the lifestyle, because I want to see what's down in that tunnel. I want to see what's down in that hole, you know, and where it's going to take me. And thus far, man, within a year and a half, again, it's brought me so far, you know. It's crazy.
Right.
Yeah. Did that answer your question? That was
No,
long.
it did. I mean, because I guess the reality of it is, by focusing, you still ain't gonna have the $50 by the time you need it, and then but you really got to examine why you're in that position in the first place. And if you would have been in the spirit of gratitude in the first place, you wouldn't be in this spot, you know,
Right.
typically, right? And,
Right.
And I think the other part of that as well is just understanding that. Actually, I don't know how I was going with that one, but you cut it out.
But no. I mean, I it's crazy. I thought about something too. Like, even if you know, with skill set, like, you might got something in your house that's $50 that you're unappreciating right now.
Oh.
You can go sell it.
Yeah.
Bro, I sold a lot of camera gear made like, man, I needed money for like, you know, like, and I was like, man, what I got around here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, just having an appreciation for what's around you and what you already have, and you'll learn to be creative.
That's real. You know, one of the things that, because when I look at, you know, what is gratitude, right? I guess one of the things that I realized that helped me too is, and she kind of talked about it, right? Waking up, being positive, or waking up, kind of listening to something. I think she says waking up like she'll listen to something spiritual.
Right. Yeah.
But basically, like, you got to put the positive inside of your mind from, you know, day one. I mean, not day one, minute one.
Yeah.
When you wake up.
True.
I think it's weird, man, because, like, you know, you start to adapt things, you start to do things that you don't even realize that, like, it's such a habit for me. Like, I feel weird.
Right.
If I wake up, I can feel a difference in my day if I wake up and I'm listening to music, or if I wake up and I'm listening to something that's, like, motivational.
Right.
Like, I feel the difference in my day and how my day goes.
Yeah.
Because it's also been able to track those things to you.
That's true.
And, you know, and I was really introduced to that by, like, you know, The Secret. I don't know if
I saw some of the documentary, man, but I didn't see the whole thing. I keep falling asleep on it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's long.
Yeah.
It's long. I mean, you know,
but there's some good gems in there.
Yes, I mean, dude, like, it walks you through how to be successful in relationships, how to be successful in your career, how to be successful in your personal life. Like, it's so many different factors that it kind of goes through. But yeah, man, it changed my world, because I remember being, all right, dang, how I'm gonna get this money? Like, how I'm gonna do this? How I'm gonna do that? But then once I understood my vibrations and what I'm feeling is putting it out, so I just need to change my feelings, and it's gonna change my results.
That's real.
So it's pretty cool.
I want to get into vibrations and feelings and all that too, because it's all scripture. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at, it's like God leaves clues in Bible. You just got to be patient enough to get it, man. You know. But going into lack, though, you know, if you think about, like, what gratitude is not, which is lack, if you look at the state of different type of communities, then you understand what Black is and how it relates to appreciation. Because if you go into a certain neighborhood, you'll see that there are people who don't value their neighborhood, don't value or appreciate, each other, don't appreciate themselves.
Right.
And you'll begin to see different activities that derives from that mindset. You know what I mean? And it's sad, man, but it's true, because at the end of the day, God has given us everything that we need, and he has already provided. But we choose to take things, I want to say the short route, because we feel like, okay, so I feel like I don't have this, so I want to take it from you. Even if I don't have joy, so I want to steal yours. I don't have a wallet, so I want to take yours.
Right.
And we start to see this, man, or it's just so many like distinct like sights around lack, man, that you just, it's crazy, bro. Like, so that's what gratitude is not. Even if you look at Bible, the Bible says that the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. You know what I mean? If you look in these communities, it's theft, stealing, it's killing, and it's destroying, destruction. But then Jesus came back and said, but I came to give you life that more abundantly.
Right.
Abundance. Like, it's crazy, man, because gratitude equals abundance in so many ways. But I'm going to get into that too. But I just want to talk about the state of church. The state of a lot of churches have a poverty mindset, not a poverty, but a scarcity mindset more, because they look at big churches and say they must be doing something wrong. You know what I mean? Well, they ain't got God in that church. They taking money from these people, right? But if you think about it, 4,000 churches, according to I think it's Pew Research, 4,000 churches start every year, but only 1,000 left standing the next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And let's not get into the percentages of mega churches. You can count on two hands like how many mega churches. But if you think about it, but if you go down the street, there's a church on every corner. But we all focus on the mega church. We say they're doing something wrong. But yet we're struggling. Why? You know what I mean?
I would even dare to say that. I mean, I don't know, maybe this is a hot take, but I would even dare to say that the mega churches are doing more right than the smaller churches sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you think about it, man. Like, and it's so like when I first moved to Warner Robins, started going to this church called Hope Church, right? Okay. And it's a quote unquote mega church in Warner Robins. Technically from Fort Valley, but and you get the perception of, this big church, pastor drives around in this or whatever it is, right? But the reality of it though, man, is they also have this, huge like foundation, and they give away, it's called like Feed the City, and they give away like hundreds, maybe thousands of turkeys. Yeah. And like Thanksgiving stuff every single year. Right. And they obviously do stuff throughout the year too, but like that's like the big drive is like that. And like you just think about like that one drive that they do has a bigger effect on the community than those people that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just, it's just, like I get it. I understand like why people say that, because it's they have an unhealthy relationship with money.
That's what it is. Lack.
Yeah.
Because when you ain't got none, that's all you focus on.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, because it's almost one of those things where it's like, man, how they get this? I'm serving God. How they get this?
That's what it is.
And I'm doing what it's impossible. Like they can't think that it's weird, bro. Like, but they can't think that they're doing the same thing. The signs of getting rich. They can't understand that they're doing the same thing. This the same city, trying to reach the same people, and this other place has
much better results than they have. But it's because it's how they do it, right? And it's the way that they do it.
Right.
And that's the thing, like, you have to understand, it's not about, and especially the spirit of gratitude, right? It's not even about being grateful.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you're being grateful as well.
That's true.
Because if you're saying affirmations in a like resisting type of way,
Right.
it's not gonna work for
Like
you.
a chanting.
Like, yeah. Well, no, like, okay, I gotta get up. Pastor told me I gotta read these affirmations. Let me read these affirmations.
They ain't gonna work, but I gotta do it.
You a paper chaser. You got your block on fire. You handle with like, you reading it, but you ain't got no spirit behind it, right?
Right.
You gotta have
Right.
your paper chaser. You got your you gotta have the right spirit.
That's true.
When you saying these affirmations, right? And
Right.
And
Because it's a mindset.
Yeah.
It's a state.
Yeah.
Like you can't say Alabama is a state. You can't say I've been to Alabama and never been. It just don't work. You know, you got to go into the state. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah, man.
So.
Oh, that's what you got on that?
That's the church piece. I just wanted to kind of.
You know what it reminds me of? Oh, kick the table. It reminds me of outwitting the devil.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about it. He said, I mean, think about it. If you think about the state of church, it's like Myron go to say this so much. I keep referring back to him, man, because what he say just resonates. And he was like, people talk about prosperity gospel. He was like, it's in the Bible. The good news, it's biblical.
Mm-hmm.
I came that you may have life and that more abundantly. Again, when they don't have money, all they see is money. If they don't have it, you must be doing this because you got it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're serving the devil because you got it. And
Illuminati.
And when you think about it, the Bible says give so there should be given. Like a lot of people out here got it because they have the capacity to give. They're not stingy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They have that capacity to give, so guys don't turn that faucet on. You know what I mean? Because it's not about the money. It's about adding value. And when you have a gratitude, a state of gratitude, the attitude of gratitude, it's about value.
Yep.
Think about what appreciate means in real estate. When a house appreciates, what happens? It goes up in value.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So when you appreciate
bars, I'm a thing here, but
bars. So when you have gratitude, when you appreciate something, it goes up in value.
Mm-hmm.
And like you say, it produces this vibrational. I don't know how they be saying it when you see it, but I'm gonna just say it how I get it from scripture. God. No, I'm just because God is abundance. You know, that's just who He is. I came to give life that more abundance. When you have that mindset, it's like y'all saying eye to eye. You know what I mean? Oh, he's just like me. Turn that faucet on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. But I did mention I wasn't the devil, but I don't think I got it. I just started going off, man.
You good.
Yeah.
You good. And this leads us to our lyric of the week. Lyric of the week, man.
What we got?
Comes from Lil Wayne.
Let's go.
It says, I've been working hard for no prize, but I'm still grateful for some pride. And I think instead of hating on folks, really, like sometimes like when you don't have what you're looking for, like don't hate on somebody else, right? Like because you don't have the quote unquote monetary payout
Right.
that you feel like you should have.
Right.
No, like be grateful for what you have, right? And take pride in what you have right now, because that's the only way that's gonna multiply to more. That's true. Is really being grateful right now.
Yes, and appreciate the other person for, stepping up nice. Because, again, man, I think it's all perspective, right? If God exposed this to you, that means it's for you.
Yep.
But if you hate on it, how you gonna have it if you hate on it?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, if you see somebody in your circle getting blessed, that's when you appreciate the blessing that person is getting, because you know you're next. You know how they say that.
Yeah.
But the reason being because you understand what appreciation does and what it is. You understand what gratitude is? This person's been blessed. Hey man, like, I'm happy for you. Tell me about it. How, you know, you getting tipped. Now even the relationship you have with that person is high in value. You know what I mean? Because now they see that you're happy for them, and it's crazy, man. Like, it can go so many ways, man. You know, it's gratitude. Going back to my notes, because we got notes now. Okay. Does this mean we shouldn't grow or desire things?
I know my answer is.
What's your answer?
I mean, I think you always have to desire things. I think you always have to grow. It's just like if you don't. I mean, I get it. You want to be, you know, you don't want to be, again, anxious.
Yeah.
For what you don't have and what you're trying to accomplish, but
Right.
at the same time, like, I also feel like, especially all my doobies out there, right? Because y'all, you know, y'all got big goals, big dreams. How will you ever accomplish those if you never come up with them?
That's true. That's true.
In my opinion.
That's true. Apostle Paul said, what, as we press towards the mark. If you look at what goals is, you remember I asked you in the car, I was like, bro, you know what goals are? Like the definition? Like it clicked. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I know sometimes we say, my goal is to make $1 million, right? Okay. You know, it may be a dream, right? But how do we make these goals? $1 million can be a mark in your business. You know, like, what is your mark, and how, like, it's your destination, you know, and, you know, you can plan your way to your destination, you know, but we all know what the Bible said about plans. You know, God, he's the ultimate planner, pretty much. You may have to maneuver, but your mark, your goal should be your mark. This is my aim. You can't be out there not aiming, fellas, you know. It's your aim, man. It's what you're aiming to. So, yeah, I do believe that, you know, you can have desire, you can have goals, but again, like we mentioned, and it was key, and you said it so smooth that we kind of just went over it, but you said that just don't be anxious about it, because when you get in a state of anxiousness, what you're saying is that I'm not there yet. No, be appreciative for what you have, and use what you have to get to your mark.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
Gotta have the right vibrational frequency.
yeah,
You have to have the right vibrational frequency. Otherwise, it just ain't gonna work.
right.
It just ain't gonna work. You be pissed off at everybody because, oh, this is what they told me to do. But yeah, you did what and that's why, like, even this episode, right? Like, we're not focused on the how.
No.
Because the how doesn't matter.
Right.
Right? Like, because, like, I can tell you to do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 on how to whatever, right? But the reality of it is, if you don't do it in the right space, mentally, you know, emotionally, really, then it's just, you know, you're just doing it for no reason at that point.
You gotta have the right vibrational,
Yep.
the right state, you know, the right. See, all these things are more spiritual.
Oh, 100%.
Spiritual.
Yeah, 100%.
And to see, that's why I use Oprah, man, because Oprah, I think she's Christian, bro. I want to claim it, bro. I want to claim it. Some of the stuff she was saying,
It says she in Illuminati too.
I don't know,
Like,
man.
you probably, you know,
Huh? Yeah, man, you know, we out here. I guess that's what Christianity is. When you really understand scripture, you know what I mean? I guess that's what it is. And when you're not drifting, you're Illuminati now, man. But nah, man, she be putting out a lot of key stuff, man, and there's a lot of spiritual principles. But the verse that got me going towards this gratitude, state of gratitude, going through this state of gratitude journey is Matthew chapter 25, and I want to pull it up here, man. I want to say the 25th verse. Nope, it's not that. Not there. Okay. But everyone, and this is Matthew's 25, Matthew 25:29. For to everyone who has, more will be given, and he will have abundance. y'all prosperity, whatever. But from him who does not have, even what he will have, no, even what he has will be taken away. So
I'll go back to that $50 example.
yeah, right. Yeah, it'd be taken away. So like, what got me here, I was reading it. I said, Lord, make this make sense. You said, but from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away. How can somebody not have but have something? Like,
Right.
but you know, God, he had to tell me that. No, listen to what I'm saying. It's a state of mind. He that does not have, I don't have this. I ain't got that. So I can't do this. Can't do that. You know,
See me on Friday.
you're right. He gonna take away what you do have because you're missing the opportunities in front of you. You're missing what he's giving you already. You know,
Every time you tell God no, like, you're really like pushing yourself like back, like putting yourself like, you have to real like anytime like God's telling you to do something or he's like kind of prompting you, like you're really putting yourself in a bad situation when you don't listen to that voice.
yeah.
So I don't know if that's, I don't know, just when you talked about like, okay, I don't have this, I don't have that, like sometimes, man, you get those thoughts that, okay, well, what if I did this? Man, that ain't gonna work. You don't even know. You ain't even try.
Right.
Like it's like somebody, you're literally going to vent to somebody about your situation, and they're telling you what to do or what you could do. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Like, that's crazy.
You sound like a true coach.
It's crazy though, man. But that's, you put yourself in a worse spot.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm assuming because they're not in the state of gratitude. They don't appreciate the wisdom you're giving them. You know, they don't even value themselves.
Right?
Who God is giving them. So, how can they? But that comes, from like self-esteem and all that. But for me, I believe that me taking the oath to this journey of gratitude, some of those flaws are easily pointed out within myself. You know what I mean? Like, I have to catch myself sometimes. Nah, I ain't got, oh, you know what? I appreciate what I got. Or even, I didn't even go to the scripture, Philippians 4:6-7. I guess we did two scriptures today,
I
right?
like it, man. It's scripture of the week.
Yeah, it says, be anxious for nothing. See, even when we talk about anxiety, it says, be anxious for nothing. But in everything, by prayer and supplication, it didn't say only prayer and supplication. It said by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. And if you look that up, it means gratitude. Look it up in Greek. Huh?
Don't mean turkey.
Man, that's the initial thought that comes to mind.
Mac and cheese and greens,
Yeah, man. I can't. Thanksgiving around the corner, by the way. Anyway, with Thanksgiving, let your request be made known to God. And then peace, the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your heart and your minds through Jesus Christ. So, if you're going through any anxiety, I have a few gratitude tips. What you should do is just go outside and just, you said this one day on Facebook. Maybe I should put this somewhere here. Yeah, okay. You said, do me a favor, go outside. You said my father took 6 days to create, just whatever. Just go outside and just be one with nature. Look at the trees and just really be present and be thankful for everything around you. And I guarantee you, you're gonna have peace. And the peace and this passes your understanding. You may not know how you got that peace, but it's gonna come, And that's the beginning of the state of gratitude. Just having peace within yourself, being whole and calm within yourself. Bars. Thank you. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Well, y'all be sure to like, subscribe, share this information, hit the bell. Hit the bell, man. Y'all download this, get it out of here, share it with a friend. If you know somebody who's in lack, you know somebody who's anxious, you know somebody who wants promotion in life, who wants to elevate, who wants success, who wants wealth, share this podcast. Let them know what's up. Let them know what time it is. It's Be More Than People. Yeah.
Yeah.
You told somebody keep their head up cause you concerned about them. Stick and move, we can get it done. Call it unity, it ain't no way around it. Cultivating, we get motivation from the big guy. We don't play about them. Going hard for the game, showing love, don't tolerate.